This game sucks. COD Modern Warfare sucks. Keep watching to find out. So, welcome back to another video. As you could tell by title, thumbnail, everything, and me just saying, this game is terrible. It is not a good COD. It is easily one of the worst CODs in history. Now, there are definitely some good things about this COD. There are. I can't deny that. There's some things that I do like about this COD, which makes it better than some of the absolute worst, aka Infinite Warfare. I mean, I can't even tell you the difference between Advanced Warfare and Infinite Warfare, except for the names are very vaguely similar. But Advanced Warfare was definitely a little bit more fun. So make sure to subscribe, for more videos, more COD videos, and to leave a like. Helps me out a lot. So, reasons why this game is... let me start with the positive, the things I like about this game. Gunsmith. I like the gunsmith because you're able to create unique weapons you want to create. It can create interesting challenges, putting some really dumb and weird weapons in your classes, or weird attachments in your classes. So that part I do like. You can definitely get really creative with these random classes. That I do like. It is pretty funny to use these weird random classes, so I'll give it that. And DLC updates. I like the way they deal with DLC in this game. Every map is free, every DLC weapon's free. I like that. That I love. Yes, there's challenges, but there's no really paywall behind the DLC weapons. You just play and unlock them. Some of them have challenges to where you unlock. Yes, some of them are available in the Battle Pass, but they're free in the Battle Pass. You don't have to pay for it. And if you don't get them that season, you could still unlock them through challenges. So again, very well. But what is bad about it? Maps, spawn system, built for noobs, the camo system, fast time to kill, which goes with built for newer players, bad competitive, which again, these all tie in. Warzone, I will touch on that first. Weapons, multiplayer, rather play other COD games. The Battle Pass, there's a lot, the movement system. So first, the Warzone's not bad, but problem is there's just way too many areas to camp. It can kind of get really slow paced with all the huge buildings and all the places where you could camp, and then you could do the recon, the intel stuff, and know where every circle is. I mean, if you've watched the Warzone weekend with all the pros playing, and I mean pro players, like Scump. I know Scump I don't think was playing, but players like that playing, Paris won that because they did recons and were able to camp in the final circle. So that is what sucks about the game, but about Warzone. But it definitely saves this game from being the absolute worst. Now, it's definitely built for newer players. They've even said so, the developers. Again, fast time to kill. So you don't need too many bullets. You don't need to have extreme good accuracy. Obviously, recoil in COD, especially in this COD, is like zero. I went back and played a couple of other CODs. It was definitely harder for me to control. Of course, I was using a different controller. When I went back onto BO2, an old BO2 game, and for me to control the accuracy of an MSMC. Now, I don't think I had the same sensitivity, and I could probably go, and once I'd get used to the aiming of Black Ops 2, I could probably then get better at it. But then there's, again, maps and spawn system. The spawn system just makes no sense. You can't predict it, and it goes with the competitive in this game being bad. I want to try to become a competitive player. Maybe not a pro, but at least an amateur, kind of get into the scene, because I do admit, I do like to play this game, and I'd like to get into competitive, do tournaments and stuff. It interests me, but this game is just not the game to do so. Spawns are bad, maps are bad. Hackney Yard Hardpoint is easily the worst hardpoint. Hackney Yard would be a good map if the spawns were good. Ooh, look at that collat by this kid. But again, the spawns are so bad that it makes Hackney Yard a bad map for comp, because it's impossible to flip the spawns at Hardpoint 2, the tire shop. You really can't flip that team out, and then it's hard to overtake the good side of domination, the A side, and once you have the A side, you dominate. So again, Hackney Yard, a pretty bad map for comp, and again, comp just, it's not fun to watch. Obviously, they went to the CDL. I do like the looks of the CDL, the branding. I think with a better COD, the CDL can be a lot more popular, but it's just not right now. And going over multiplayer just sucks. I can't play and go in and play a multiplayer. I'd rather go play Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3, a 5-year-old game, to go have some fun in pubs, you know, just kind of slay, not really have to worry about things. In this game, I have to worry about checking around corners, checking for campers. It's just not as fun. I'd rather go into a game where I'm forced to play team deathmatch than to play team deathmatch in this game. It's just, a lot of people just sit still. It's really boring to play. Just multiplayer in general. And it's because the game has so many camping areas, doors. Doors suck. I don't know why I didn't put this on this list. I'm so glad the next COD isn't going to have doors. I don't see how people can like them. It just makes camping easier. You close the door, and if somebody's pushing you, you can listen, sound cord, and hear the door open. And dead silence is a perk, so you know it is a field upgrade. So when you don't have dead silence, you can't really sneak up on a a camper. So you know they can sound cord you easily. And even with the doors closed and you have dead silence, it's hard to sneak up on people. It just is. And so, yes, the game is meant for newer players, so a lot of newer players are going to like it. And you would say, yes, the game's built for casuals. I know some casual players that play other games. I know this one casual player. He'll only play when it's shipment, and you know it's bad. You know it's bad when a player will only play shipment. That A tells you that your maps suck in the game, because shipment's not a good map. Yes, it's a good map to kind of level up, get a lot of engagements, get a lot of points and stuff, and do weapon challenges, which that also sucks. There's just a ton of stupid weapon challenges, like mounted. It encourages camping. 100 long shots with assault rifles encourage camping. Like, I literally went to ground war to do this. And so there were times where I camped to get it, and it's just not fun. Obviously, you can see I'm pretty much running around with the SCAR in this. You do see that I do get a couple of long shots, but I don't get a ton. There's some areas where I have to kind of camp, and sometimes it is camping a weird corner where I'm not really overlooking a flag. Like, you can see this little corner that I'm in right now. I pretty much spent half the game here, mainly because it's got some really good angles and stuff, and you can get people, pick off people from D, and then you can kind of look over mid, and I think it's pretty good. But yeah, the game's just built for newer players. Maps suck. There's just way too many camping spots. And obviously, I'm not asking for 16, like, I know the next Black Ops supposedly has 10 multiplayer maps, or the next game might be Black Ops, who knows what Treyarch will call it, but it's supposed to have 10 multiplayers right now on release. I wouldn't want 10 3-lane maps. I want like 8 or 9, maybe 7, and then have some 3 kind of more unique things. But obviously, Treyarch, it's pretty much going to be 10. But the problem is, they only have one 3-lane map in this game, and it's easily the best map in the game. The only good map other than shootouts, and even shootouts, the spawns are bad, because you're spawning sometimes in front of people, behind people. It's just spawns. There's just so many things that are bad about this. You have the battle pass, which again, you basically have to pay to get that stuff, which makes sense, but like, there just doesn't need to be a battle pass. So many of that stuff and so many of the cosmetics are kind of useless. Yes, you could see I'm wearing the Mutineers pack, which I paid for, but still, at least like I'm supporting like the CDL and showing that I support like the Call of Duty League, because I do support it. I like it. I like the team's colors. I like the team, you know, back-to-back champs, baby. And this is recorded about a week or two after Florida won the Paris Home Series. Just gonna say that. But yeah, the map is easily one of the worst CODs. I know there's a lot of people who say this is the best COD ever. No, not at all. It's a decent COD at best. When shipment and shootouts are in, you know, and you're getting a lot of kills, you're like, oh my god, I love this COD. And the weapons, they feel so good because the time to kill is so slow. It makes every single AR feel good. And then there's also the movement system with tack sprinting and slide canceling, and you can kind of get some weird camera angles, and it's just... Obviously, you have to know those things, and a lot of you probably don't even know what tack sprinting is. Like, that guy's not even tack sprinting right there. And he's using a weird M4 class, at least to me. Because, again, I, playing comp, use a different M4 class. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. that is my explanation of why this is easily one of the worst CODs in the game, in COD history. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a sub, leave a like, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video. But I will see y'all next time. Later.